Welcome everyone. We're Kevin and Katie, and we're here to do a 30-minute stretching video that has a real focus on low back issues and sciatic discomfort. If you're having physiotherapy or under a doctor's care, we would suggest you consult with them before you get involved in this. Otherwise, we're just going to go forward here. This is a seated and standing only stretch class. We don't get down and do any floor work. Make good choices for yourself and never push into pain. Any of the stretches, we do not want you to be in a position where you feel that kind of discomfort. So let's just start by seated forward on the chair. We're barefooted. You can wear shoes if you want. We like bare feet because it really helps us work on stability and balance between the toes. Come on forward, feet flat on the floor, and nice upright seated position here. And we'll just start with a couple of breaths just to get the body going here. Just inhale, reach up, long through the side body, stretch it up. Exhale completely. Inhale, reach. And exhale. We start with the breath, we start with the circulation, and we move into the stretches. Our first stretch is very simple. We're just going to take that right foot and extend it long. You might have to move a little further forward on your chair and decide. A chair without arms is best for what we're about to do. With that extended long foot, we're just going to do what they would call a heel rock. That is, pull the toes up towards the shin, point the toes. We're going to hold that for 3. And then pull up, hold for 3. Don't be looking at that. Try a nice upright posture. You know what your foot is doing. Point and flex. Change the position of our spine if we start looking down. Point and flex. One more time. And then we're just going to add a little extra. Just relax the foot. Watch us for a second as we add a little extra to the stretch. That sciatic nerve wraps around all the way from the toes, up the leg, through the glutes, and into the low spine. So we're going to wrap that stretch as well. Now flex the toes towards the shin. And then tuck the chin so you're looking down. Now just slump a little bit forward in your chair, and that stretch just gets a little bit longer. You can put a little bend in your knee if it's too intense. Come on, up to upright. Point the toe, hold the toe. Flex the toe towards the shin, tuck the chin, slump forward. We don't talk about slumping often in our classes, so enjoy. And come on up, let's go to the other side. Extend that leg long. Okay, Kevin's going to be your demo for this. I have a fused ankle. We're going to flex the toes towards the shin, then point and hold. Flex towards the shin, and then point and hold. One more time. And as always, if it's too much in the hamstrings, small bend in your knee helps, and point. And now we stack it up. So we flex the toes towards the shins, tuck the chin, slump forward a little bit over the legs. Bring the shoulders up, sit up nice and tall, point the toes. Flex, tuck, and slump. You're very good at slumping, Kevin. Come on up, straighten up. Let's bring that knee up and put it alongside the other. Just a little bit of a low back warm up here. We're just going to start into a nice torso rotation. Put your hands on your thighs. Keep nice and balanced. Press the feet into the ground and just come over to one side. Scoop the body forward and come straight up. Let's not lean back on this. Let's just go in a scoop forward. Press into the feet. Really use your feet for balance. And change direction. One more of these. And pause. We're going to be doing a cross-legged twist. If crossing your legs like this is too hard for you for whatever reason, cross at the ankles instead. Okay, make a choice. Let's take that left over the right. Make sure you're still on your seat bones. We don't be lifted up onto one side here. Nice and tall. Left hand grabs a hold of that knee. Inhale, reach up with your right and turn to your right. Broad through the shoulders, release into the low spine. It doesn't matter how far we're twisted, it matters what you need out of this, and it might be very small. Breathe through. Inhale, tall, lift up the crown of the head. Exhale, turn. And just nice and soft in the neck. Just nod your head. We don't want to be in the neck right now. Look forward. Unwind from that. And let's cross the legs the other way. Or at the ankles. Cross the legs. Right hand to knee. Left hand lifts to elevate and lengthen the spine. Exhale. You can take a bind with your chair to help with that turn. Maybe you're taking a bind down low or all the way to the back of your chair. Nice low back stretch there. Gently unwind, uncross the legs. And for a moment, we're just going to leave the hips and back alone and just do another part of the body. And that's working on our forearms, our wrists, carpal tunnel issues that might exist. Could you go sideways, please, on this, Kevin? Okay, and so we're going to just make little fists with our hands, not really tight. Bend the elbows and put those fists beside your ears. Lift the elbows up and softly look up. And then bring the gaze forward, extend the arms. Here's the important part, flare out the hands and pull the fingertips down. Shoulders down, Katie. Curl up the fists, bend the elbows, lift the gaze. We're not too hard in the back of the neck. Bring the body forward, extend the arms, flare the fingers and draw them down. Shoulders down, Katie. Curl up the hands. Thank you, Kevin. Bend the elbows and lift up. Always nice to have somebody on the outside that can cue you through what you may be not noticing or missing. Flare and relax that and let that go. And do some knee hugs here. Okay, this is just a very simple lift up of the knee. So we're going to grab a hold of the thigh and just lift the knee to the chest and squeeze. You can let your foot just hang there nice and loose, but squeeze. Maybe your knee hug is way down here. Maybe you don't like getting too personal. Just give it a squeeze wherever it belongs. Breathe through that stretch and let that down. Going to the other side. Lift the knee, squeeze. Relax through the shoulders and bring that down. We're going to add a leg extension to the same move. This is not necessarily a straight leg. Okay, so we're going to hug the knee up to the chest, straighten out the leg any amount that's comfortable to you, and let's glide back and forth a couple of times. Straighten and back. Maybe, keep going, Kevin, yours is way down here. Okay, that's just hip flexibility. You're still doing the same nerve glide that we're doing. One more. And put that down. Other side. Hug the knee up. Extend. Did you just crack? Extend the leg long. Fold the knee.
Can't tell if my chair is.
I don't know if that was your chair or your bones. Just glide back and forth. Again, maybe your your leg extension is quite low, but that's the right thing for you. One more. And put that down. I'm going to go into a low back twist here. It's a bit of an oblique twist, very soft. I'm going to put left hand to the ear, elbow wide. This is not pulling on the head in any ways, it's just touching. And this elbow is going over to the crease of the other elbow. We're dropping that shoulder down and twisting. Let's inhale, lift up that elbow, softly look up to the left. Exhale, come around. Wrap that nice stretch around the low spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it down. And come to neutral like that. You'll see that exercise sometimes, hands and knees. People call it threading the needle, and they shoot their arm through and lay their face on the ground, but we can do it here instead. Hand to the other ear. Nice and tall. And bring it around to the other side. Look over to your left. Nice twist. Inhale, lift that elbow high, lift the gaze. Exhale, come around. One more time. And bring it around. And come to neutral. Floating forward fold. is next. And I just said that successfully. We're gonna step the feet a little further apart. We wanna come forward. Instead of standing and trying to touch our toes, in a very supported situation, we start to do that kind of flexation. And we're gonna support with hands on the thighs here. And just bring the shoulders forward, any amount into a forward fold. We're not gonna hold this. We're gonna press through the hands and lift the shoulders up. Many stretches that are done on videos are called static stretches, and they'll keep going on your float. I'll keep talking. They'll have you holding some back bend position for the count of 15 or 20 or something like that. When you're having a lot of spasms and issues, it's better to float like this than to hold until you start to get some relief from that reactive spasming going on. Okay? You can either stay with what we've been doing right now, or if you are able to get a bit more out of that, put the feet a little further apart, turn out the toes a little bit, gives you a lot of hip space, and come on down to the floor if you choose. Otherwise, do what we just did. Breathe for a moment. We're not going to hold very long. Press through the feet, lift up the shoulders, and bring the feet back to center. Be very careful of those static holds when you're repairing from an injury. Figure 4 stretch is our next stretch, and it's a really beneficial one for these issues. What we'd like to do is get your right ankle on your thigh. Too much for you, we want to just cross over again, okay? But if you can get up here, we're going to be demonstrating at this level here. Okay, and the first thing we do is we just pull this knee towards our opposite shoulder. We just give it a hug towards that opposite shoulder. No twisting in the upper body. So we're just wrapping that stretch around the glutes and hip area. Breathe slow and deep as you hug. Gently release, let that knee drop open to the side and just kind of lay down as low as it can. And the next thing we're gonna do is come down towards that knee with our nose kind of thing. We're just gonna come on over, fold over on a little bit of a diagonal. Take a breath here. Our holds are pretty short. Come up, and let's think about that again, get some details in that. I didn't just fold over and put my nose over here. I want a little bit of a rotation in the shoulders, then come across and try to lay down towards that knee. Flex the foot towards the shin and point and come on up. So do that again, just give it a flex. Do you feel how much is working your leg just to move your foot? And unwind from that, going to the other side. Get yourself situated, nice and tall on your seat bones. Don't get slumpy. We're trying to focus on this back being in a really good position. Hug the knee to the chest. Just breathe through that. Don't hold your breath, and don't get yourself so tight in the shoulders with this. We don't have to be really, really tense about it. Let the knee go, opening it to the side. Turn the shoulders to face that knee and come on over top of it. Take a deep breath, exhale, just kind of drape yourself over. Flex the toes towards the shin and point the toes. Push through, come on up. Let's just float that one more time. That nice diagonal float over to the side. And come on up. Unwind from that. And we're going to be coming into our standing sequence at this point. So let's stand up, nice and healthy, nice and proper. Come forward, knees over toes. Bring your nose forward until it's over the knees. We're gonna think up, not forward. You can press on the sides of your chair if you need to, but try to go straight up, push through the heels and come on up. Excellent. We're gonna go a little bit sideways. You don't have to move your chairs at all. but we're gonna go be standing sideways here so you can see we're doing butt kicker glides. So this is important, okay? When we're standing here, feet are nice and parallel, we're nice and upright. Try not to look down. Try to track with your brain what your legs are doing without looking at it. And simply we're just going to lift a heel towards the hip and lift a heel towards the hip. People often will do this instead. This is the wrong way. This is let that leg hang down and just lift the heel. Just a nice kind of hamstring glide here, which is where that nerve gets compressed sometimes. Nice and slow. Hold on to the chair for balance if you need to, or be Kevin. You got such good balance. All right, and we're gonna turn around to face you. You can come more center if you want to. And we're gonna do, there's many names for this. Sometimes it's called elephant walk. We call it the single ladies dance because of Beyonce. Feet are parallel. Simply going to bend one knee and keep the other leg straight. So that straight leg, that hip shifts back, the bent knee comes forward. You can put your hand on that thigh if it gives you extra balance, or hold a chair. Now, straighten out that leg, bend the other knee. The hip shifts. Do you feel the hip shift back? Just do that kind of walking in place motion. You put a hand on each thigh if you've got decent balance. Find a focal point in front of you that isn't moving. And just walk through that. Hip shifts, leg straightens. Super good to loosen up the low back. One more, and come on to upright. Keeping that chair close at hand. Maybe you could come in between Kevin here so that they have something center. That would be great. Well, we can make more space, I suppose. Let's take that right foot forward, left foot back. We're coming into a lunge. And it's really important, Kevin's gonna demonstrate this. Check your lunge and then get your gaze up. If your feet are parallel to each other, like a tightrope, you're gonna be very tippy. We want to step those apart. See? He's proving it's true. We want to step those apart, so like on a railroad tracks. Okay, now you find that focal point in front of you, square out your hips and bend that front knee, press into the heel. You can hold your chair. That's not a problem. And just press into that heel, stretch the back of the leg. Any amount you can. Come on, bring the shoulders back and straighten both legs. You are in stride position. Knee comes forward, shoulders come forward. Oh, we're building some strength too. And straighten and draw back. There's some stability in there. Spread the toes wide. Come forward into your lunge one more time. And bring it back to straight legs. Kind of hard to get out of this sometimes. If you just bend that back knee a little bit, you can kind of spring out of that and change your stride. Get your feet situated. The longer your stride, the more challenging this is. It's another part. You can make this a very short stride. Make that space. Find your focal point, something that isn't moving, and just listen to the cues. Bend your knee, bring the shoulders forward. If you're looking off to the side to see the monitor or something like that, you're already probably a little bit out of balance. Shoulders come back, legs straighten. Draw up into the quads, strengthen the legs. Knee comes forward. Straighten, draw back. This is functional fitness. This is being able to move with control and have the flexibility where we want. One more time. Come on up and straighten. Bend that back knee, spring out of it. Try and make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and do shoulders, and then we'll do a couple of things sitting down to finish off the class. You're looking at me questioningly. This is the big Y, we call it the YWTL stretch, because it's what we're doing with our arms kind of. We're gonna stretch it out, be really long on the diagonal, like a big Y shape with the body. Big breath in, exhale, elbows to side body and squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze to side body. Now out to the T shape, really extending, pushing the fingertips out. Elbows to side body, and we try to keep those hands low. Don't get here, try to lower them. I know it's tricky. Nice and wide one more time. And bring it in and squeeze. Let that go. Let's just do a few nice soft rolls of the shoulders. That's a lot of tension in the shoulder girdle. So let's soften it out. And other direction. Bring it around and bring it around. There we go. And the one more thing that we'd like to do is just, as always, our squat practice. Okay, feet are parallel. I'm going to show you the side version. Kevin will show you the front version.
I can do side.
This is hinge at the hips, hinge at the knees, but we're going straight down. We're not going forward, okay? Just come down. You can hold onto your chair any amount. We come down, and then we come back up again. I'm going to face you because it's weird for me to talk this way. Okay, so we're just coming down, and we come back up again. You can hold a chair while you're doing this. Straight down, any amount, and come back up. Working as you build strength. Maybe yours is just a 2-inch dip, and I've seen many people like this. They put a hand on a counter, and they have to push on the counter to get back up until they build that strength back into the body. One more time, and come back up. Turn the toes out, heels in. We're changing that so that the knees flare out to the sides instead. And that same thing, either hold the chair or hands to heart center, come down. If you need the chair, that's fine. Push yourself back up. Down into your squat. And come back up. Bring the feet back in alignment. Let's not just sit and plop down on that chair. Let's actually do this properly. Back of the chair against the calves, not calves, calves, so that we know the chair is there. And now we just simply sit down. We don't fold forward and lose our balance. We go down, you can reach for the chair, and lower yourself with control into the chair. Thank you. One of the things that people do habitually is, you're even a little bit far back, but they'll sit in a chair like this, their back hurts, they're tired, and so they will just recline, right? So wherever they've sat in the chair, they just lean back. And if you do that for a moment in your chair right now, as we're seated forward, our feet are on the floor, we're in this good posture, and now just think, now I want to relax. And if you just lean back, this is not de-stressing the back. This is really little support to the low back. This is not good. So instead, I want you to come back up right here. So you've just sat down on your chair. Now from now on, think sit, slide, lean. That's the 3. We have sat. Now we slide to the very back of the chair. Our chair has no back right here, but you slide right back until you can feel the chair against your butt. Okay, now lean, and you have full back support. You can feel the difference. Now your back can relax and actually have a bit of a break instead of being in that slumpy position. Sit, slide, then lean. Get in the habit of that, and it's going to help you in your recuperation from issues. Let me just see if I've got something else. Oh, the straight leg lift, yes. Okay, so we're going to do a straight leg lift here, coming forward again on your chair. Just got one more kind of exercise about this part of the body here. We're doing a straight leg lift and supporting that with the hand. And what we do is we go toes up, nose up. Toes down, nose down. Toes up, nose up. Toes down, nose down. Again, it's almost like that slump where we're just activating low spine and glutes, and down. And lower that to the ground, other side. Lift the leg, support the leg, toes up, nose up. Point the toes, tuck the chin. Toes up, nose up. Toes down, nose down. One more time. And let that go. We have a few minutes left. Let's pay attention just to another part of the body, the upper shoulders, the neck, and just do a couple of stretches here. We're going to start with a isometric stretch. That's what it's called. We're just going to put a palm against the head. We're not pushing with this hand. This is just a resistance right here against the forehead. Push the head into the palm. Don't push the hand into the head. Try to know the difference. Gently release and take all the tension out of that. Now a hand behind your head, and again, push the head back and just resist with the hand. Let that go. Put your hand down, and we're going to do something that we just look silly while we do it, but it's so good for the neck, and it's a neck glide. And this is where shoulders stay still, we bring our head forward, and then we bring our head back. Kind of like chickens. Just head forward, head back, tuck the chin. We know chin tucking is not the best selfie of the day, but it's so good for our neck. One more time, and pause on that. Let's look as far as we can to the right. Nice slow turn. Slowly turn, look as far as you can to the left. Back to neutral. Hands to the shoulders. We might as well finish our chicken sequence. Okay? And we just do some nice circles with our little wings that we've created. I know, I made it into something silly, but this is actually really good for the shoulders. We're doing circles going forward and circles going back. And it's only silly if you add the head. Don't do it, Kevin. And come to a pause. Hands down, a little bit of a side bend, and we finish off the class. Take the feet a little wider apart. We want a nice firm base for this. We're gonna come into a lean, just let the arms hang down, or you can even hold onto the side of the chair if you want, but we're just going to slide the hand down one side and just let that side stretch out. Come on up, pull that shoulder up, slide down the other side. Press through the feet for extra balance as you glide back and forth. Being kind to your back. One more time. And come to a halt, come to neutral. We're going to finish off the class back into the shoulders. Inhale wide. Big stretch there. Exhale, wrap the arms around, tuck the chin, and roll up. Come on up. We're going to go into a forward fold, Kevin. So inhale, reach up into the sky. We're coming back to our forward fold. See how the spine feels as we come forward. Maybe your hands are in your thighs. Maybe they're down to the floor. Just a nice low back stretch here. Spread out the toes. Press each one into the mat. Push through the feet, lift the shoulders, come up to neutral. And that's the sequence. We have a little bit of all body stretching with about a 57.4% focus on sciatic issues and low back. Thanks for joining us, and look for our other videos. We're going to probably have a series of 2 or 3 of this.